I was at a point in my life where I was having a really hard time, and I thought things were over.
I contemplated a lot of times on hurting myself, and I didn't want to live.
I was in a dark place. I had feelings and emotions for a long time that I masked, and I brought myself to a place where I didn't want to be anymore.
Habitual waking up in fear of what I had done. What did I have to apologize for? What was I missing? What wasn't mine?
Just didn't have the right head on my shoulders. I was a horse with blinders on, and I was just looking at the end race, but never looking at the big picture.
I remember my mom said, "That's it, I'm not talking to you, I'm not helping you." And they were going to take away my parental rights for my kid, and she said, you look so good when you were sober, you know, and that had put the nail in the coffin for me. A month later, I ended up at St. Christopher's Inn.
The first time I walked into St. Christopher's, I was absolutely terrified. But I couldn't show it because of the way I was living. I couldn't show people that I was scared or they would take advantage of me. And the first 15 seconds I walked in the building, someone walked up to me and hugged me. And I thought, wow, they must be getting paid for this or something, because I wasn't used to that, the life I was living, people caring about me.
And the first thing that I remember was that I was greeted with a hug.
I was here for Christmas, and I remember the nuns came up and they knitted us scarves, and the firemen came and they wrapped us socks in paper and wrapping paper. And I knew I wasn't going to have a normal Christmas, but I saved all my gifts and I kept them in my locker. And on December 25th, for 20 minutes, I felt like I was a normal person.
I think the most important thing that generates out of this inn is a high degree of hospitality. I'm not talking just on the friars. We live here, so they're welcomed into our home, all right? And I think as the men spend time, they start to feel that welcomed atmosphere.
They basically taught me how to live again, you know, that it was okay to live again. I didn't think I was worthy of a good life. And, you know, one of the things they make you repeat over and over again at St. Christopher's Inn is, you know, you're a man worthy of love and respect. And that really stuck with me.
Here at St. Christopher's, I learned that every person is worthy of love and respect. And I didn't believe that at first, but the staff repeatedly, day after day, regardless of my attitude or behavior, gave me love and respect.
They always told me, Yara always told me, you're a man worthy of love and respect. And she wrote it down on a piece of paper, and I still have that piece of paper in my wallet every day. Do I look at it every day? No, but it's there.
The friars, the priests, the nuns, being at St. Christopher's Inn, they weren't driving Jaguars and nice cars and having big staff meetings and plush wooden tables drinking water with lemons in it. They were down there on the floor with us, showing us love.
The main teaching here of loving yourself first is absolutely true. And I began to love myself here, and I learned how to do that. And I got a lot of things and made a lot of peace with things going on in my life about my father.
I'm worthy of that love and respect that those Franciscan friars had talked about.
You can imagine 103 years, and just say over the last 10 or 15 years, the number of men that have come through the inn and have been sent to these aftercare places. There's a strong fellowship of alumni out there. So I think one of the strongest points of these men maintaining their sobriety is they're with their brothers after the fact of leaving St. Christopher's Inn.
I haven't missed an alumni picnic yet. We're there in August, no matter work, family, what have you. There's been no emergency to interfere with that.
My network is huge, unbelievable. And my contact with the staff and the other guys at the inn is incredible. The true gift is in the giving. That's when I get back what I really need to have and want to have today.
I took with me one important fact, that when I left this mountain, I would never have to be alone again. And that fact has never left me since when it came into my life.
They gave me a scholarship. I had never gotten a scholarship in my whole entire life. And I jumped for joy that day when I got a scholarship to stay in a homeless shelter.
Now, I was talking to Marianne Road the other day, and she just looked at me, and I was ready to cry. But it wasn't tears of sadness. I was just happy just to look at her face and see that she was happy for me.
There's such a great need out there for this, all right? This disease is rampant in society today, and we're here to help, to heal them and give them their life back again.
There are two women in my life, and those are my daughters, Lauren and Olivia. I get a little choked up when I talk about them because of things that I didn't do and the things I'm able to do now as a father.
You know, I know my dad is in this room with me right now looking down. He's proud of me. He's proud of his son. He got to spend the last years of his life seeing me as a sober man.
I mean, if you knew who I was 2, 3 years ago, you're not looking at the same person. I was dead. Now I'm alive.
You know, my life has changed dramatically, and from the inside and out, everything around, and it's been the most amazing experience of my life.
Now someone's actually gonna watch this and wanna hear what I have to say. And that's amazing, you know, like, that's an honor. You know, most people don't get that honor, you know? They just go about their lives. They're just existing. They don't have any purpose.
You saved my life. The people there in that dinner, you people have saved my life and my family's life. The whole family and loved ones are affected by this disease.
That's what keeps us alive and well and want to continue the ministry. We see that success rate and the successfulness of them in getting back their lives with their loved ones, with their jobs, and all kinds of good things. So that's what keeps me going, and I think it keeps everybody else going on staff. Otherwise, we'd be crying a lot, and I think I'd be running down the hill.